Big vibes, stay blessed, say less. It's your boy Black Finesse. We're here to watch evolution of the fighter planes, Mitsi Studios. Evolutions of planes in general, regardless of what war it was. We're gonna get right into it. You feel me? Let's get it. Evolution of the fighter planes. Good lord.
As the achievement of the first powered flight approached, men delved into the creation of peculiar non-powered contraptions, aspiring to be the pioneers of actual flight. Franz Reichelt in 1912 became the first person to succeed in this endeavor. Clad in a parachute suit, he leapt from the Eiffel Tower and flew for... Oh, no, my mistake. The script specifies dying, not flying. My apologies, Franz. Nonetheless, the first successful powered device underwent testing in 1903 by the American brothers Orville and Wilbur Wright.
Okay.
They piloted their Wright Flyer over 180 feet in 12 seconds without any mishaps like falling and dying. Extra points for that. 11 years later, during the early stages of World War I, planes were used for reconnaissance missions.
Bombing.
It wouldn't take long before pilots started to bring firearms to fight off other planes. From handheld weapons, and
I didn't know it was handheld
bombs,
though.
It was only a matter of time before these weapon systems were installed on the airframe itself. The era of the dogfights had begun.
Yeah, they were definitely hard to
Farber,
fly on battlefield.
Sorry for the name, invented the synchronized machine gun that could shoot its bullets without destroying the plane's own propeller. Pretty useful, as it turned out. One of the most famous fighter aces of all time was Manfred von Richthofen, aka...
I heard of that one.
This handsome chap shot down 80 enemy planes.
Bright red.
Eventually, his own plane was hit by enemy fire, and he crashed, and then he died. But still, a KD of 80-1, cool stats for a tombstone. After World War I,
KD was
many
80-1.
countries joined the arms race to build the ultimate propeller-powered fighter plane. With the outbreak of World War II, there were multiple very capable fixed-wing fighter planes roaming high in the skies of Europe. The German Messerschmitt Bf-109 battled against the British Hurricanes and Spitfires during the Battle of Britain. Especially the Supermarine Spitfire was a true match for the German fighters.
Sheesh.
But besides the superb flying characteristics of the Spitfires, Britain also effectively implemented the world's first integrated air defense system using radar. The Germans, on the other hand, had this guy, Luftwaffe-eating Goering, shouting out inconsistent and confusing commands, like some frustrated and annoyed chubby man on a diet. Which he wasn't, on a diet, I mean. So he was frustrated, annoyed, and chubby, just not on a diet. Okay, moving on. Explore the immersive world of Enlisted.
Yo. That's World War II stories, man.
And 3 days of premium account. Limited time offer, so move quick. On the Eastern Front, the Bf-109 and the Focke-Wulf 190 fighters battled with shitloads of Russian-built Yak planes and the very funny-looking I-16 donkey planes, which still posed a serious threat for potentially causing German pilots to laugh themselves out of the sky.
Hey, yo.
On the Asian side of the planet, the Japanese carrier-based Zero Fighter showed off its dominance in the Asian theater of war, and a bit in Pearl Harbor. Ouch! Sorry, America. However, it wouldn't take long before the lightweight Zero Fighter was going to be outclassed. The US carrier-based Wildcat and other superior US aircrafts were hunting down Zero Fighters like there was no tomorrow. And for many Japanese pilots, there wasn't one. During the Battle of the Philippine Sea, the slaughtering of so many Zero Fighter planes earned the nickname.
Imagine being stranded at sea for days and like going on months, weeks to months.
Later, it turned out the Zero would be most effective just stuffed with explosives and one suicidal pilot. With the appearance of the P-38 Lightning and the P-51 Mustang, the dominance of Allied air power in the Pacific and the European continent would be guaranteed. Despite having air superiority,
didn't the Tuskegee Airmen have red
still
tails?
had a reason to shit their pants. Far above the smoking ruins of what used to be Germany, a super fast and strange-sounding aircraft was strafing
jets,
Allied
man.
bomber formations. The ME-262 was
They
the
was
first operational
messing
jet
them up, boy.
fighter bomber. Side note, the bomber thing, Hitler's idea. A bad one, and one of many.
Oh, it was
Another
bad?
super fast and weird-sounding aircraft was the ME-163 Comet, an aircraft which was
Jeez.
basically
They still
more of a
lost.
rocket with a guy called the, inverted commas, pilot strapped to it. The person shitting his pants the most in this case was probably the pilot himself, since it was more dangerous to be inside one of these things than outside. However, at the end of World War II, it was the ME-262 that marked the beginning of the jet age. From the Korean War, throughout the Vietnam War, the Cold War, and various other wars,
Jeez.
some of them a bit boring, to the
So
present
Germany
day,
was the one who
many
started
countries
jets?
continued to develop new jet fighters to maintain an edge in jet innovation and technology. Ho ho, bling bling.
Oh man. Okay.
When the Korean War started in the 50s, the Americans were busy flying B-29 bomber missions to barbecue the North Koreans with firebombs. In
Jeez.
response, the USSR-built MiG-15 was sent out against these bombing raids.
I don't know why I like the
countered
design of
by
those
the
planes, the
US-built
big ones.
F-86 Sabre. NATO codenamed the MiG-15 as the Faggot. The plane was easy to recognize
What?
by its distinctive large round hole in the front of the
Hey, yo.
fuselage, which clearly has nothing to do with its codename, Faggot.
Yo. Go ahead.
Oh, the name is Fagot. So that's Fagot and not Faggot. Sorry for that.
Y'all still say it the same way.
As the Cold War heated up, jet fighters became big players during the Vietnam War,
Oh, they
with
started
the
getting
US
pointy.
showcasing the F-4 Phantom II, a plane so versatile it could probably make a cappuccino mid-flight. The North Vietnamese kind of ruined
Why-
this
why?
by placing surface-to-air missiles
Why we-
all over
yo,
the place. And the
y'all
Soviets
think y'all slick with
retaliated
these little
the MiG-21,
sus
a
joints.
plane so iconic that it became the go-to reference for every Cold War movie ever made. When the MiG-25 Foxbat was introduced in 1970, the Americans were yet again shitting their pants. Flying close to Mach 3, the Americans believed they were witnessing the most advanced jet fighter to date. Until some Russian dude decides to desert and fly a gift-wrapped MiG-25 to Japan, basically into the hands of the Americans. Turns out the MiG-25 was an interceptor and not a multi-role fighter aircraft. And extra bad news for the Russians, the multi-role fighter was apparently the way forward, just not Mach 3 kind of forward, with the compliments of Tom Cruise in his shining F-14 Tomcat.
Yep.
This brings us
Maverick.
to one of the best fighter aircraft ever produced. The F-15 Eagle has been in service longer than your mum and still looks very attractive. It even finished off more pilots than your mum by shooting down 104 enemy planes. Despite many of them ejecting prematurely, joking aside, shooting down that many enemy planes is obviously an impressive air-to-air kill-death ratio. To be exact, 104 to 0. Yep, that's right. Not a single F-15 lost. For
Tough.
comparison, the worst MiG-23 variant holds a KD ratio of 1 to 4, which
Wow.
is not so great. The F-15 was followed by the F-16 Fighting Falcon in 1987, one of the most versatile and maneuverable fighters ever produced. The fighter is also exported to numerous NATO countries and other air forces. Combined with its great adaptability for new technology, this explains why so many F-16s are still in service.
You know what? I have
today.
a question, right? And this is for my viewers. I personally believe that if we were to have a World War III, it would be much more worse and deadlier and catastrophic than World War II because of the amount of technology we have now. All you really have to do is launch a missile. Don't even gotta be armed. No, not armed. It don't even gotta be manned. Fire a missile. It can track anywhere around the world. And it hits somebody. Next you know, nuclear warfare. Jets flying everywhere. Floating cars. Like anything that's technology based is gonna be so catastrophic. It ain't like World War II. We had to physically go and there's infantry and stuff. At this point, people don't even need to be in infantry. They just control stuff. Control AI bots and robots and stuff. It's gonna be warfare. Like it's gonna be bloody, dog. No. This is why I don't. No.
Swift, with the MiG-29
Well, you don't need
Fulcrum
war.
and the Su-27 Flanker.
'Cause jets,
Those
you know how
planes were
fast they
designed
are?
With a focus on agility and speed.
It ain't like World War II. You can basically
These multi-role
have a way to
fighters
run
are
away
also
from
in service in
planes, but
various
jets,
air
they're too
forces around
fast
the
though.
world.
And then
At
missiles
this
they can
point,
lock
the
onto you.
introduction
Nah.
of stealth technology quietly made
This
its
grew
way
by the
into
time
the
it
new
sees you.
F-117 Nighthawk. Where the fuck is it? Oh, stealth. Right. Though not formally designated as a fighter, the F-117 Nighthawk pioneered
Stealth
the use
bomber.
of stealth technology, laying the foundation for its influence on the emerging 5th generation of jet fighters. You can compare these fighters to your new iPhone, but then on steroids and without the sweatshops, and being
Technology,
able to fly
man.
beyond Mach 2, and have a lot of apps on it, like Jetflix, Instabang, Facecook, Ali Bye Bye, Spotify, and Air TNT. Fun tech to drive. All of these
Go
apps
ahead,
can be
bro.
found in the F-22 Raptor and the F-35
That's so
Lightning
crazy.
II, making them two of the most advanced stealth fighters to fly in the skies today. Russia introduced the Su-57 stealth multi-role fighter in 2020. Many European
Sheesh.
countries currently operate the Eurofighter Typhoon, except for the French. They fly the Dassault Rafale, an aircraft with an internal fuel tank containing
Wine?
4,500 litres of red wine. It carries a payload of 4 giant baguettes, or it carries an 80-foot-long white banner. We're sorry, France, we did it again because, well, we just can't resist.
Bro.
We hope you enjoyed this turbulent story about the evolution
Wow.
of fighter planes. Adieu.
We're so advanced now. That's why I said, like, I would be scared to be in World War III, dog. Like, we have so much technology now that you don't even have to be physically in vehicles to off somebody. Everything's AI now. You can literally have a controller in your hand. You be sitting at home or whatever, and you just start war out of the blue for no reason. It takes the will of a single man, just like they said in Call of Duty. Let there be a Makarov. You're screwed. You feel me? Make sure you comment and subscribe down below. It's your boy Black Finesse. We are out.